This is an instructional tool designed for nurse educators to assist in the development of flyers and PowerPoint presentations. Audio is attached to this presentation, so when you come to the embedded videos, you'll have to increase the volume so you can hear my voice more clearly. And also, you may wish to press the pause button at any time throughout the presentation. Hello and welcome to our discussion on Gestalt theory. So how can we incorporate the principles of Gestalt into what we do every day? This will be explained to you in the following slides as well as an exercise that you'll be doing once you've finished listening to this video. Therefore, it's really important to understand how these principles can assist us when presenting educational material visually. Gestalt is a term which means unified whole, which was defined by psychologists in the 1920s. In this case, the whole is referred to as the cognitive processes that take place and is viewed to be greater than the sum of its parts. In other words, our mind has to comprehend the meaning of all the parts to then formulate the whole. Gestalt theory is one of the foundations of instructional screen design and comprises of laws that can be applied directly to visual forms. Individual elements from the environment can be visually organised into fields or structures. Gestalt laws guide us in applying these elements to achieve the desired visual effect. So now we will discuss 11 Gestalt laws that are applicable for us when designing our educational material. Number 1. Balance and symmetry, where the image will not be complete if it is not balanced or symmetrical. Look at the image on the right and you'll see that the dots are evenly balanced in figure 1.1 but not in figure 1.2. Number 2. Continuation involves how our eyes instinctively want to follow a direction or path which is in a visual field, or to move through one object and continue to another one, and this is demonstrated visually in the picture on the right where you're naturally wanting to follow the line or the curve. Number 3. With some images, we instinctively want to fill in the gaps for the whole picture to be completed, and this is the law of closure. Look at the pictures on the left and you'll see the word closure, but it's not complete, but our minds will form the letters to make the word. Number 4. Focal point is another law where the emphasis is made clear by drawing the viewer to the centre of interest. This is demonstrated in the picture on the right, where the circle appears to protrude out of the squares, grabbing. Number 5. The next law is the one of the most common in regards to Gestalt, and you probably already have seen this but not realised its origins. This is the law of figure ground, where two different foreground colours let you perceive different things from the same illustration. You can view this in the pictures on the right. The first one is of a vase, or is it two faces? The second picture is of an old woman, but do you also see a young woman? And in the other picture, where is the dog? Number 6. Isomorphic correspondence refers to the fact that all images may not have the same meaning to us, and this is quite often based on our previous experience of images that we have viewed. For example, in the picture on the right, the question mark could be interpreted as meaning help rather than being linked with the word aqua. Number 7. Pragnance, which is meaning good form of a simple design or a symmetrical layout. For example, the IBM logo on the right demonstrates this well. Number 8. When items are placed close to each other, this is the law of proximity, so they appear to be grouped together. This is demonstrated in the series of dots which are arranged in 3 horizontal rows. These items may not be similar in nature, which differentiates them from the law of similarity. Number 9. Similarity exists when similar objects will be part of the same group. For example, can you see the triangle inside the square of dots in the image on? Number 10. Simplicity can be applied when we want to reduce the cognitive load over how our brains process images by uncluttering the graphical message. We want to simplify what we are viewing so we can understand this more clearly. This is depicted in the two images of the Southern Cross. Which one is easier to visualize? Is it number 1 or 2? I choose number 1. Number 11. The last Gestalt law to mention is the one of unity or harmony. This is where an arrangement of images or elements exists of a design that belongs together. There is a visual connection between the images or elements. This is considered one of the most important elements of visual design, as it unites all the parts into a whole. Can you see this in the two figures on the right? Which one do you think incorporates unity in the visual design? I choose number 2. This is the end of the video, which has accompanied the slides demonstrating the 11 Gestalt laws to you. The next few slides in this presentation will allow you to practice the application of these principles into the design of an educational course flyer. Good luck, and thank you for listening to this short video. So how did you go? On this slide, I've identified some of the principles that I found, and you may have found some other ones as well, and if you did, well done. We have proximity, focal point, balance, symmetry, pregnance, unity, similarity, and simplicity. As you can see, this is quite a busy flyer, but it has been well set out, and it's quite simple in its design when it incorporates these principles that we have discussed today. So hopefully you'll be able to apply these when you're designing your flyers and PowerPoint presentations in the near future, and I hope this instructional tool has been useful for you. Thank you.